Hello, is this thing on?
Good afternoon. It's 105, and I get to do the This Is Me. First of all, my name is Abraham A. Hunt. I am in the actual studio working on this project, and this is just a little teaser intro, and I'll be doing different clips and describing exactly what I've learned over the last uh, few weeks in this course, actually. I'm actually pretty excited to do this project, and uh, stay tuned for what I have, guys.
Understand, cause you already got me in the palm of your hand. Just wait a couple
Alright, so I like to move
hours.
around a lot. So moving into the next segment, I'm talking about social media and no new friends. Ultimately, over this course of the class, we talked about what type of relationships you can have on social media. And I think the interpersonal connection is lost when you consider friends, unless they're friends in your face kind of situation. The only reason I think that is because the fact that there's no emotions in text messages these days, at least in my personal opinion. Yes, you can send emojis, which the whole meta communication with that whole entire concept. But there's just something genuine about being in front of someone and having a deep conversation. They can see how you react, you can talk about it, and I feel like there's more emotions involved and there's a little bit more connectivity. Uh, and so for that section, I think I covered a good majority of what I think I learned this whole entire time. I'm at lunch, by the way, so this is just all that's happening. So stand by for the next section. Thank you.
Hug you, look into your eyes, and I see the ocean. I ain't got no wings, but you got me floating on a cloud looking down.
All right, I find myself in my car. For this next segment, I guess we're going to talk about sexist talk. Let me double check that right quick. Yep, sexist language and how it can be so disruptive in any type of organization. Especially for me, myself being in the military, it's probably one of the most destructive forms of communicating because the way we treat women in the Marine Corps, just with our simple language, oh, they can't do this because of that, because they're female, this and that. I have a daughter, and I want her to be the president of the United States or whatever she wants to be, and by empowering her to do those things that I believe that she's capable of, I feel like that is what we should be doing as a whole. And what this class is taught, and this lesson specifically, is that women are just as equal or just as strong as men, and no matter what the what men say, pregnancy is no joke. I love my wife. She's amazing. Um, Moving forward, talking about a little different topic, the relationship status wise, that we have to talk. Conversation is probably the strongest tool a female can have in any relationship, and a male can use it as well, but more so a female can use it for the love struck guys out there that are super romantic and all they do is want to love their lady, but sometimes it doesn't end up in that way. um, Using words to communicate, no matter whether it be sexist or detrimental to a relationship, is the strongest way to um, get your point across. So words always have power, and I guess that's the lesson I learned out of that segment. So stand by.
Palm of your hand, just wait a couple hours and ask me again.
I guess this next segment is my listening style, and also the extra thing I talk about is why rant. First and foremost, I don't mind being a listener. I can listen all day. My wife doesn't think I listen, but it's cool. I love her. She knows that. Hopefully. But after a long day, I've worked a full, I don't know, 10 hours a day, and now I get to try to relax, but I have to be a listener. And what I've noticed is that when I'm exhausted, I really don't pay attention that well. So when she's having a bad day and she wants to rant about it, see how I connected the two. I have to be a good listener, and active listening is a way of communication. It shows that I actually care about her and what she's talking about. Um, And again, this course talked about it, and it made me realize that I need to do more to better off my relationship. That's this segment. Segment right here, I'm gonna try to cover my last two topics, which are the my emotional intelligence, to include the love languages, as well as your methods of conflict resolution, which ties in with self esteem. I guess first and foremost, let's hit the five love languages. Being married is probably one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life, but understanding what my wife thinks, how she feels loved, is a form of communication. Yes, love, but it's cool, and I think it's making me a stronger individual. I think for without learning about it in class, I don't think I would have ventured out to study something in that nature.
You already got me in the palm of your hand. Just wait a couple hours.
And it goes right into conflict resolution. Whenever you have issues, you don't just back down. You actually have to resolve them. Especially the fact that we have kids now, and it just makes it 10 times harder. Because it's not just your decision; you affect multiple people. And self-esteem is a factor. If I didn't have strong self-esteem, it'd just be a joy kill. But ladies and gentlemen, that is my time. I did learn a lot, and thank you for letting me express everything I've learned. See you next